Yo, and we are back at it again. You already know what's happening, man. It's your boy Ice Water Jap. Welcome to a bootleg brand show. You already know what's going on, man. This is part 2 of that whole Kendrick and J. Cole beef. Oh my gosh. We had to have my boy Jay Wright, Jay Rizzle come through. You know what I'm saying? What's happening, my boy? Hey, my boy called me up like, hey, y'all didn't get me up there. I got something to say.
Please do. Please do.
For sure, but before we get into it, man, I gotta do what I gotta do. And that's let y'all know where to follow the hottest podcast in the Eastern North Carolina. First thing first, you want to follow us on Facebook at a bootleg brand. Then you want to follow us on Instagram, Thread, and TikTok at a bootleg brand 22. Past that. Then you want to follow us on X at podcast bootleg 1. Definitely go to the YouTube page, subscribe,
Right now.
hit the bell, you know what I'm saying, personalize it any type of way you want to at a bootleg brand show. Definitely leave your comments, your thoughts, whatever you want to do. Leave a little ice cubes in there for, you know, all my little ice water certified fans. Hey, also follow me on Facebook at Ice Water Jap. Also on Instagram at Ice Water Jap. Where can they find you at, my boy?
Yeah. At an Instagram near you. JRice__. Also follow me on Facebook, J Wrights, Joshua Whitfield. Twitter, also JRice_. What else we got out there? TikTok, I think it's JLW_. A lot of underscores in that shit. So use an underscore, I should pop up. But definitely J Rice. Find me. And also you can find me on Black Vomit Podcast as well as Blur to Be Our Podcast, because we out here making things happen. Yes.
My boy. Hey, my boy the underscore.
Yeah. The LV.
Oh, yes, sir. We gonna get right back into it, man. So, Jay Wright, man. I'm just like, hey, I got what's happening. Like, give me your thoughts, my boy.
Cause look, and anybody that know me, and for those who gonna get to know me, know I am a J. Cole stan. You feel? You know, like all the way back to 2009. Who that? I got that flag. Like, you know, high school day, I was like, yo, who the fuck is it? And then to find out my boy is from Fayetteville, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? All my Broncos stand up FSU. So it was like, it's like personal when it come to Cole. And I see it on my timeline, how when he gets attacked or in any form or fashion, people take that shit personally. You know what I'm saying? So when the whole Kendrick thing popped off, everybody was just like, well, what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? Like,
what happened?
Ain't nobody... We thought Cole was showing respect, but then a lot of people got to understand, in the same regard of saying we the big three, my nigga Cole said he feel like Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? So when you actually look at what Kendrick was saying, he was basically saying the same thing, just aggressive. Like, fuck the big three, nigga, it's just big me. That's the same as saying I'm Muhammad Ali. It was just aggressive. It was just like, damn, hold up, wait a minute, why you mad? He just saying it's about me. You know what I'm saying? And now, again, I don't know why he felt the need to address it like that. You know what I'm saying? But then we got to go to the fact of he wasn't just talking to one person. He was talking to Cole, and mainly he was talking to Drizzy.
First.
You know what I'm saying? So, who I feel was getting the brunt of the conversation, because you can't call yourself one away from Michael Jackson and then feel like niggas ain't about to, you know, come for your throne. And then, you know, so that's what that is. So when Cole actually responded, I was expecting him to, but I wasn't expecting some of the stuff he was saying. Like when he was saying, like when he was going down the catalog list, that kind of made me cringe a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
But that's a casualty of war.
The casualty of war. And see, that's the thing, which is why I was getting to the point of, we kind of got to stop with this thought process of competition and being in the same regard, because when it's friend, I feel like Drake and Cole was friendly competition. When they was on First Person Shooter, they both was saying I'm the GOAT.
Right.
On the same song. And it was like, who gonna have the best verse, basically? To me, that's friendly competition. You know what I'm saying? Beef is when you start insulting motherfuckers. And I feel like that's the level that Kendrick took it to. Like, basically, like, nigga, you can call yourself Michael Jackson all you want to, but I'm the real artist here. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when we get into that conversation of talking about people's artistry, you might as well be talking about their mama. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all remember when Erykah Badu was like,
keep in mind I'm an artist.
Yeah, I'm sensitive about my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how people feed they feel. This is like, it's deep for them. So when you start saying your last shit was tragic and your shit put us to sleep, but they gassed it, like, you kind of, that's why I'm like, you can't keep saying friendly competition when it start getting into that level, because you can be competitive without being disrespectful, and I feel like that's the level it was getting to when you start, Kendrick started it. Yeah, Kendrick started it, and that's the thing. It's like he started it, but like I said, once you start getting into that back and forth, I feel like the friendly competition kind of go out the window. Now, like you was saying the other night, nobody was thinking that they was gonna start pulling up on each other.
Right.
But I just feel like it was gonna start getting more and more disrespectful to the point of somebody might have started mentioning family members. You know what I'm saying? Because these dudes go way back.
They do.
You know, so
they do.
And Cole in his apology started saying he was backsliding, basically. Like, he started getting into that mindset of, I gotta destroy this nigga type energy. And it's like, when you start thinking about I gotta humble and destroy, that's when you start getting into the Pusha T type level where, like, you are hiding a child. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's right. They could go that far.
Yeah, and it's like, so I respect Cole in that regard for putting the flame out before it wasn't possible anymore. Before, it started getting to the Jay-Z and Nas level and the 50 Cent and Ja Rule level, and even, I don't think it would ever get to the Pac and Biggie level, because like I said, that's personal. But at the same time, Pac and Biggie was friends first.
That's true.
So I'm just, I that's why I'm like, I respect somebody being willing to say, let me chill out. And also respecting the fact that he feels I might get another jab and I'm going to put my chin out and accept it because I shouldn't have responded. Which is why I feel like he shouldn't have responded. Because what's your thought process on this? Is it better to not respond or to respond and then apologize? Because I feel like it's a lose-lose situation.
So, and like I said, me and one of my best friends had this conversation, and he was pretty much saying the same thing you were saying. Like, you really can't come at this man's discography, but like I said, it's a casualty of war, dog. Like, I'm like, let's get it. I'm coming at your shit. I'm coming for your top, dog.
Yeah.
But on the outer realm of things, man, if you a rapper, you're automatically a competitor.
This is true.
So when somebody come at you, especially when, apparently there's a beef there with Metro and Future against Drake, but I'm just like, well, how does Kendrick come in this motherfucker and he's shooting also at Drake, but them same slugs, like I was saying on the last podcast, them same slugs are hitting J. Cole too.
Yep.
So if I was J. Cole, hell yeah, I feel some type of fucking way, nigga. You couldn't call me like, you know what I'm saying? At least warn the niggas to live. Like, bro, this really ain't about you. It's gonna seem like it, but it really ain't about you. Like, at least let a nigga know, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we supposed to be cool like that, and truth be told, like, from what I hear, you should have enough respect for J. Cole, because ultimately he told a nigga to sign you, bro. I heard that through the great.
This is, yeah. That's why I was saying,
So
oh, y'all boys.
it's just like, to me, it was a natural reaction. You know what I'm saying?
Even though people did hype him up, though.
Who hype who up?
People like, because Cole, of course he heard it, but when people started calling him and texting him and all the social media, people was like, hey man, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? I feel like if we didn't do that, he might have just would have let it slide, though.
Bro. And I ain't gonna lie, I gassed the fuck out of it. Like,
F the piece.
F the piece, bro. Nah, because like, bro, this is not the first time Kendrick said this man's name, bro.
Look, even the fact that you had to say that, though, let us know what type of person Cole is.
Understood. That's fine.
So that's why, like, even down to him saying he the best and the GOAT, it still kind of make you feel like it's coming from, you want to respect it, because in my opinion, when it come to them bars, he is.
That's right.
When you talking about Kendrick, Drake, and Cole, I feel like they all got their lane. I feel like he's the best rapper out of those three. So you kind of got to respect somebody saying they feel like they Muhammad Ali and they the GOAT and all that, because that's what the fuck you supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, this is also a nigga that said, love yours. You know what I'm saying? So you just be like, that's the Cole that I want to. You got a whole album coming from the perspective of a dead homie to his daughter.
That was...
Yeah, it was beautiful. It made you want to cry.
I see, and that's why I think Cole went at his discography, because you have an album like that that's so genius, and it don't, just like 2014 Forest Hills.
Yeah.
Where's my Grammy, nigga? Where's my Grammy?
Agree.
I had no features.
None.
You had plenty.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Now, Kendrick's albums, except for that last one,
You won't fucking with the last one?
not really.
I loved it. I felt like that was like 2014 Forest Hill. Like that was like
I get it.
I'm speaking from a like you said, a genuine, like, I'm coming home type. This ain't about the industry. This is about how I feel type album.
Black Panther soundtrack was better. But
Absolutely. Absolutely. But I still think it was a great album.
But I ain't even gonna lie, like, you know what I'm saying? And this is just personal opinion. It's all about
It's all personal opinion. We don't know.
Right. It's about the type of listener you are. I'm definitely going to bump J. Cole before I bump Kendrick Lamar.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying?
I had somebody in my comments shout out to my boy. He was like, West Coast stand up, or the West Coast is up. I was like, you know that little, when Smokey was like that, I was like, man, go ahead with all that, man. Ain't supposed to be about no North Carolina versus West Coast, all that shit. We ain't doing that. We ain't bringing the 90s back, man.
Well, bro.
At the same time, Andre 3000 did say the South got something to say.
Oh, and been saying it ever since, running it ever since. But going back to that point of being a competitor, like,
yeah,
I'm sorry, bro. It's just like, okay, for example, right? J. Cole played basketball. When you on the court and you know this nigga over here ain't better than you in this sport, and you're more skilled than him, but he's trying to get in your head and start popping off at the mouth quite naturally, that's gonna make you like, all right, I'm finna show you what it is. And that's essentially what he did. But then again, too, this is the entertainment world. And like my boy TJ was saying, this could have been planned from the start.
I was gonna get to that point too, because that could be true. We don't know. The industry is funny like that. American Idol ain't real, y'all. But anyway, but I was also gonna get to the point, because I was having this conversation with somebody else. I was like, we really don't know when he made the song.
Right.
You know, it could have been 3 weeks ago. He just happened to release it right before, you know, the Dreamville, which of course was a genius move because he was getting the buzz. But he could have been dealing with these, you know, the feeling conflicted. I could tell he was conflicted, misusing your influence. But he could have been feeling this way for a minute, and he just took that opportunity to address it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to believe that he was playing. I feel like the Might Delete Later whole thing surrounding that was like, this is a warning shot. So I can put this down if you put down. You know what I'm saying? Not so much like
same time on it.
Yeah, right. Same, because I just don't see. I feel like he wouldn't have done nothing like that to make himself then look like, because you don't know what type of response you're gonna get. I mean, you got niggas calling him a bitch, and that was the most light-skinned thing I ever seen. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he would have played himself like that if he didn't genuinely feel like, damn, I need to chill out for me. And you notice how he didn't come for nobody else when he said this. He wasn't saying everybody need to stop doing. He was just saying him personally, I feel like I was goofy and lame. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like it was a pre-planned thing, but at the same time, like I said, I don't know. I just never looked at Cole as that type of industry. You know, he'll promote, but I don't think he would have done nothing like that.
Man, look, we have heard this man's albums, mixtapes, songs. He been talking about he the greatest. Can't nobody fuck with him. You heard that on the first couple of songs of the mixtape. It was like, bro, at the end of the day, when the day go in, but at the end of the day,
yeah, Glow.
Whether you feel like when you sitting at the top, somebody is going to gun for you.
And I feel like he at the top.
Right. When Kendrick was at the top, now it was a little bit different. Don't get me wrong, because he was in his bag, but somebody was gunning for him, especially after that Control verse. Like, I mean,
he invited it.
Exactly.
He wanted niggas to say something, and I feel like in the same thing that could be what he's doing now. Like let's hype this shit up then. Since who to go, since you want to ask the question, well, you know. So I genuinely feel like Kendrick was coming from a competitive place, even though I also feel like he don't like Drake. I always feel, I mean, he's kind of proven it over the years, like, I want this dude to respond, and he won't respond. And we have let Drake get away with it for years. He done responded to everybody else. Except Kendrick. And, I mean...
And I ain't gonna count, like...
What's up, Drake?
Niggas know what's up with Kendrick, bro. Like, we ain't gonna sit up here like... you see him post, like, who hopped in the car and asked to put on some Kendrick. Talking about nobody ever. Quit, get the fuck out of here.
Please, he may be
Kendrick.
Like Kendrick for the children, man.
Come on, this dude for the culture.
This nigga really like that, bro. He even got
y'all saying that verse on Like That won't like that. You're smoking crack.
The last one was better. Come on, man.
Oh,
this nigga
you smoking crack.
Prince outlived Mike Jick, nigga. Bum. Come on, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I felt the same sentiment. You feel?
I was like, hey,
wait,
not too much. Not too much, but I respect where he would come from, because you know he always referred to himself as Prince. Drake think he MJ, so it was just the perfect way of trying to get him, you know, to acknowledge the fact that you say what you want, I'm better than you, and I'm gonna prove it. I'm still waiting for you to say something, and it's just crazy how everybody else is getting away with it, but Cole, it seems like ain't nobody asking Future or Metro Boomin shit, and it's they song.
Right, it's they song. They had to orchestrate.
Yeah, ain't nobody saying nothing. They started all this shit. You know, all Drake and Cole were trying to do was make a hit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And we don't trust you. You know, and now I mean, it's literally a civil war right now. But
that's true.
But Cole said, "I'm bowing out."
I want to get to the backstory of what happened between Future and Drake.
What's up with that?
Them niggas gave us classics.
We remember where your ass was at when I was shooting nothing. Like, come on, man. When all the dogs needed help. Like, what was that shit? Life is good.
Life is good.
That shit caused COVID. that's how sick that was. It caused COVID. So, what's up? Where?
I'm confused.
I don't know. Drake, it seemed like Drake rubbing a lot of people the wrong way.
But you know what though? Like I said, my homeboy, me and him, we had this talk too. You know, Drake is very, 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 very petty. And
it's funny.
And he called it, my homeboy called it intimidation. I was like, and he also said subliminal. He's very subliminal.
Yeah.
And his subliminal shit be some of the hardest shit you ever want to hear.
Yeah.
Like, because you take it back to where he was going up against Meek Mill. Meek Mill, he was screaming all over the mic, blah, blah, blah. And it was the weakest shit ever. But Drake came out so smooth. And I was like, oh my God, this nigga just got this. The battle rapper went down.
Is it your world tour or your girls tour? Like, yeah, he
Slick at the mouth.
Yeah, he hurt him. He hurt him bad.
So
he had to leave Pusha T alone.
Ultimately, though, so you feel like J. Cole did the right thing by bowing out and just like, bro, you know what? You got it.
On a this is real life and not for entertainment perspective, absolutely. Because you got to do what's right in your spirit. Because in the same way that he responded, the same way we can look at him and be like, this don't feel genuine. This don't, and it just started making himself look worse. Because he trying to now keep up with something that really and truthfully is not him.
Right.
So it's no, like, I feel like there's no need to indulge and to put yourself in further harm's way when you genuinely don't even feel this way. You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like, it's almost like that person that they just want the applause, but deep down inside it was like, damn, I didn't. It's almost like when the bully is asking you to do something to another kid and you'll do it because of the peer pressure, but deep down inside you're like, damn, I ain't want to do nothing to that little boy or that little girl. I feel like that's how Cole was feeling, like, they like me. But deep down inside, he was like, but I really won't even trying to go there like that. You know what I'm saying? But then he had to tap into that, but I'm the GOAT, though. You know what I'm saying? But I genuinely don't feel like that's his way of wanting to prove it.
But I don't understand, because if you could feel like that after, well, I don't give a damn what nobody say. Ain't nobody put a gun to your head and made you write a 7-minute drill.
They kind of did, though.
Bro, at the end of the day,
kind of did.
I'm pretty sure J. Cole didn't see my post.
but it won't just you. Real niggas, like his real friends, was like, what you gonna do? It's wartime.
Bro,
because all niggas wanted was bars.
You are a grown ass man.
You ain't never been in peer pressure?
Hell yeah.
It's the same thing.
Brother, he wrote this shit in 7 minutes.
Because he that great.
Of course. That's what I'm saying.
But I don't, like you said, it was on his heart at the time. But afterwards, I'm sure when he heard it back and started sitting on that shit for a couple of seconds, he probably was like,
he ain't heard it back for long, because he damn sure put it out.
Well, you know how it go. Like, niggas will hear it, you know, and then, like I said, he had to put it out at that point, because it was like, I already got it set. You know?
He had a choice. He ain't have to put that shit out.
Hey,
it's a mixtape.
He that's what he was feeling.
And you got your own label.
He regretted it. Niggas make mistakes, man.
Bro, I don't feel like it. Okay, we can call it a mistake, but like I said, at a competitive, like, I don't give a damn how peaceful you've been. Hell, Jesus was peaceful.
Yeah. But
when he went over in them temples, he started flipping over, tables and everything. It's a certain time for everything, in my opinion, because at the end of the day, dog, when you're a rapper and somebody come at you, and then on top of that, your name has been mentioned before. After a while, I'm pretty sure it's been sitting on his heart for a minute.
So this don't make Kendrick look bad?
Hell yeah, this make Kendrick look like, why are you here? Like, where have you been?
Because it seemed like everybody getting flack. It seemed like Cole the only one getting the flack, when Kendrick was the one.
Cause and I get everybody's sentiment, because, like, we felt like 7-minute drill was a win for North Carolina.
I feel
like, no matter if he came at this nigga discography, whatever. I mean, and we all know Cole ain't really out here holding clips and extensions and shit like
know it
that.
be them quiet ones. It's from the Ville, for real.
I call him light skinned Christ. Nigga, he might have called some angels of water.
Nigga used to be on the Merc.
But
Saying,
man, I just
cause you gotta be a real nigga to just walk around riding a bike and shit.
Yeah,
He ain't worried about nothing.
it don't get no realer.
And I know if they got to a fight, he beating that ass because he's 6'2", an athlete. So
Man, me
they better leave it to the boys.
I think Kendrick got little man syndrome because he be mad, man. Like,
Hey, Cole said he fought Diddy, so he was willing to risk some bad things happening to him to let Diddy know this ain't how it's gonna go. So I'm just saying.
And that's a nigga from North Carolina. But anyway, anyway, but
I get where you coming from though. Like I said, from an entertainment perspective, we wanted them to go at each other.
it ain't even entertainment for me. It's just like, bro, you keep mentioning my name, I'm gonna crack after a while. It don't matter who say what. I'm gonna crack after a while. You going to crack after a while.
Right to. But it didn't sit right in his spirit. It just ain't him. He ain't on that type of time. I feel like Cole is like, I could say I'm the GOAT without niggas attacking me.
But they're going to. When you claim yourself as the GOAT, niggas is going to attack you.
That's the dilemma.
So just sound like you need to start just rap about real life situations.
One of yours. You need to make another of yours.
Wet dreams.
You
know what I'm saying? Like, don't be out here at them.
Talk about poverty.
You feel me?
Don't bring up that you the best no more, cause it's just gonna warrant more and more. And cause this is niggas you know. We still got other, like, what if YB just decided to just be like, I'm blasting. Big Sean always trying to Wale. Like, it's a lot of people that's just like, I'm gonna say something.
Here's the point. Now, the other thing is, and I got to give credit to my dog, because we talked about this, bro. Shout out my boy Don. Now, you can apologize after dissing Kendrick, but what about the little somethings
and pumps?
Little pumps.
Well, he kind of did, because not too long after the songs, because he was like, hey, 5 years you're gonna be on Love and Hip Hop. But they had like an interview, him and Lil Pump,
right?
One of them little ones had an interview, and that's Cole, man.
Well, why
Cole is a walking contradiction sometimes. Like, he's just like Tupac.
Why not have a damn sit down with Kendrick?
Well, we got to get his ass out the house. This motherfucker's just he a hermit crab or something, dog. He don't want to be seen. He'll be in Gargano's somewhere. And then drop a diss track, and then we won't see his ass for another 10 years. So he probably can't get to him. Kendrick weird, man. And in a good way. He weird. He just... So we probably ain't gonna never get no interview. It's like we ain't never get no collab out. So...
Man, y'all niggas need to sit down and talk at the end of the day.
But like I said, Cole just like Pac. Pac would sit there and say, keep your head up, and then 2 songs later, first off, fuck your bitch in the clip. You know what I'm saying? Cole is the same way. Like, he'll talk about being a good father, and then 2 songs later, I put an extendo in his head, and then he had to die from. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what's wrong with you?
That's rappers for you.
Exactly, that's rappers. So that's why it's hard for us to understand why he felt conflicted. But I honestly think it's because of what he said. He dissed this man's catalog.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if he hadn't said that, he probably would have left it alone. Like, yeah, we just driving at each other. But he dissed that man's catalog. He basically said, your children ate off of bullshit.
I mean, but I don't think Kendrick would have. You can't take that shit that way, nigga.
I'm scared. That's all I'm going to say.
I ain't scared of shit.
He probably got some shit, boy.
But
you was sitting on the roof.
You can't come at niggas and not expect a nigga to try to crush you. And he didn't even try to crush him, man. It was, like you said, it was a warning shot. It's like, all right, you really want this shit? You really want shit? That's really what it was.
It didn't make you feel cringy, though?
Hell no. Because I understand, like, as far as battling, this is a war. Like, okay, for example, if you gonna smack TV right now, I wrap your daughter up, slice her forehead off.
Them niggas be getting ridiculous.
Like, nigga, really? So I don't think that this in the discography is the worst thing ever, because everybody know this nigga Kendrick is a Grammy Award winning artist. So we all know.
He shitted on that too.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I think that was in reference to, like, well, how you gonna snub that man? And he had a classic album, probably the best album of the year with no features. I get it.
Yeah.
I think that's more where he was coming from. But the discography, that was just literally a casualty of war. J. Cole know better, of course. But when you heat it and in the moment, you think I ain't gonna come.
You want to know what else is? My fault. Go ahead.
Because and I understand that's how his family eat. But nigga, just cause I dish your discography don't mean nigga still ain't gonna go play To Pimp a Butterfly.
This is true.
He still eating off that, getting royalties.
True.
What is it, double platinum or some shit?
Yeah, that shit's still on the charts, I think.
Come on.
One of them, Good Kid. One of them. You want to know what also was a casualty of war? Faith.
Faith?
The singer, Faith Evans.
Yeah.
That was a casualty of war, too.
Yeah, now when it goes to those,
I'm just saying. I just feel like.
them depths.
I just feel like that could have been next. I'm just saying.
Cause you start talking about a nigga woman, somebody getting shot.
Hey, it didn't. They did.
Who did? Oh, Tupac.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, nigga.
Oh wait, nah. But hey, like I said, I would love to have just because I mean I'm telling you, that Friday when that shit dropped, I felt like a motherfucking done. I was like work, like it's PWC. Like I was like, let's go.
Hey, you could tell me I won't walk through
Nigga.
Which I not
My
literally figuratively.
My 10 a.m. Compton, nigga, 10 a.m. But
You niggas to be at
that
Pelican Bay.
niggas, when I get through with you, King Kong ain't got shit on me, huh? But
program, nigga.
23-hour lockup. But but yeah, like I said, I would have rather him not respond at all. It would have still made him look weak in some people's eyes if he had came on stage and was just like, "That's my nigga, I'm not going there." But at least it wouldn't have been an apology. I feel like but that's how society is, man. We laugh at people that say I'm sorry or acknowledge that they made a mistake. It's fucked up, but that's just how society is.
Yeah, like, I think this is our culture.
And
It's toxic as fuck. It don't make it right.
It don't make it right. But that's just how it is. Niggas just they want to see the two niggas in the middle of the circle fight while they stand with the cameras and point and laugh. And as soon as one of them be like, wait, let's not do this. Oh, you lame, you scared. Oh, what's that?
Get the fuck on.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't standing on business.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's basically what Cole did. Cole was like, I'm not about to fight this man and get suspended from school. What does that do for me? And it made him look lame. But that's okay. Because at the end of the day, like you said, niggas is still going to listen to Forest Hill. Niggas is still going to listen to KOD. And niggas is still going to listen to Might Delete Later, even though that song supposedly going to get deleted later. It's still on the radio right now, so enjoy it.
Nigga, I was bumping that shit on the way here. What you mean? I was bumping, but that's the thing. I was bumping like that too.
Like it's PWC. I'm telling you that. Let's just discuss that beat, man. Metro Boomin was some serious crack. He made that. God, doom.
If your Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
I think it was the beat that made Kendrick so. He was like, you know what? I was gonna come in here talking about pancakes, but motherfuckers turn that bitch off.
Like what? A beat
The
like
last
that.
one was better. Then woo. But of course, you know.
Hey, but my dog behind the camera, that damn TJ boy, that damn Trader Truth and Ibiza boy, that's his shit.
Man, it's serious. That shit, boy. He was feeling it. It took him back, boy. He was like, let me just go back for a second.
Right,
Go back.
Okay, you ready to step in the booth?
He played it. Yeah, I'm for real.
I thought we were going.
And another thing, TJ, when you was talking about if I was an artist, and I was just listening like, nigga, you are an artist. What you talking about? Talking about something. If I was an artist, I'm like, you are.
Oh man, but in closing, all I want to say is, J. Cole,
Really care about it.
I respect your decision, honestly.
Yeah.
But there's another side of me. just like there's another side of you. And I feel like Magic Johnson on this one. You better get him back. You better get him back. Come on, Carl.
Come on, girl.
You better get him back. Like, I'm torn.
Oh man, and see that I can respect. I can respect the competition of it all, but I just don't think beef and competition are the same thing. Cause Jay-Z and Nas won't end competition. They was trying to end each other's career. So
I said that nigga had rat whiskers.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like I said, to me, friendly competition is first person shooter. Who got the best bars? What Kendrick was trying to do was end careers. And Cole is just like, I can do that to you too, but I'm choosing not to. So.
But, hey, that's our part 2.
Yeah.
At a Bootleg Brand show. Nigga, we the best out, nigga. What's happening?
Don't
talk about it better.
We the GOAT. We the good.
No, I'm just playing. We ain't starting no controversy, bro. But I will take it there. But anyway,
ain't no apologies over here.
Man, look,
last one was better.
Before we get into them links in this show, bro, I understood why he dropped that track, because it's just like, bro, when you keep poking, and I'm apologizing, and I'm just like, all right, bro, it's cool. You know, you been there.
Absolutely.
Did you bomb?
Hell no.
You ain't bombing.
What you mean, like?
When I say bomb something, you like after a while you just blew up.
Oh, all the time. Because like I said, it's just like when you done said something about 10 times and they still ain't listening, that's the only thing they respond to.
Like a little child.
I thought you meant bomb as in like, did you know?
No, like bomb.
Yeah, explode.
First, last, then forever.
Yeah, you gotta make niggas listen. You got to. Like I said, but that also don't mean that you don't feel bad later.
Man, look, when you create the thumbnail for this, put torn paper type of thumbnail, because like it's conflicting. But anyway, we finna get up out of here, man. Hey, follow us on Facebook at a Bootleg Brand. Follow us on Instagram, Thread, and TikTok at a Bootleg Brand 22, and follow us on X at what?
Podcast Bootleg.
Yeah.
Yeah.